3.5 years is a really long time to live in a place called home. A home where you're introduced to new people and you gradually fall in love with the place and its people. So much so that you start putting in extra efforts to make them your family. You enjoy each other's company, you celebrate festivals together, you start relying on people, and slowly they become your habit. A habit that is extremely difficult to give up on. After staying in this beautiful place for around 3.5 years, I too had to leave to move into a new city for good reasons. But however good the reason might be, leaving my people was evidently difficult. It almost felt like I was leaving my soul back in the society and dragging my body through its protective gates. In no time, I felt like an abandoned child and my eyes flooded with bitter cries. This place called home has given me so much that I have already started writing my next book to show my gratitude and imprint the best days of my life on paper and in my reader's heart. But the moment I stepped into a new rented house, something about this house made me feel at home immediately. It was a pleasant surprise for me and something I hadn't expected at all. It's not that I've never stayed in a rented place. In fact, I've changed rooms or houses several times, but nothing ever felt as warm or homely. The day before we shifted, my husband had come to the flat to take the house keys from the family who was leaving the flat. Later, my husband comes to me and says, "We got the keys." The person was an engineer in military and apparently left for he has been transferred to Kashmir. He has kept a few things back though. When I asked my husband what they were, he said, "It's a surprise for you. You shall see them for yourself." This built up by my not so surprise giving husband was cute and I couldn't wait to step inside our rented flat. The moment I entered, I found these papers stuck on the wall and I was delighted to find them. I'll read them out for you further in the video. It's a treasure that someone has left behind for the next family to follow up on. While I did the cleaning, I found this military cap and badge. My heart filled with respect and pride, and I decided to keep them safe in the cupboard. I haven't seen or met that person, but the connect I felt was similar to that when we see movies based on Indian Army. It's unnerving how people on the border risk their lives and fight for the safety of the common man. Being a military guy, he was undoubtedly a well-read person. I wish I had got a chance to meet him because his notes tell me that he is just like me. His idea about reading books, his disciplines, his principles in life are so similar to mine. While I thought about the charts he had stuck on the wall, not a single second did I not miss my in-laws' house and especially my mother-in-law. She has been a pioneer of my transformation from a girl to a woman. I missed her while I did the cleaning. I missed her while arranging my belongings in the wardrobes. Not many Sas-Bahu relationships are something that we have. And touch wood, I feel proud of our bond. I've already decided which ones will be her cupboard when she comes over for a stay. Okay, now let me show you that treasure I found in this new flat. Look at these life-changing reminders he's left behind. Invest in yourself, reading habits, do this on regular basis. I can completely resonate with all the points. Read for growth. I've been reading non-fiction books for my growth. Talk to people. Find a mentor. I already have a mentor who literally taught me how to take my writing skill to a next level. Make friends. I've made the best of friends in all walks of life. Take a course to learn a skill. I've done that and keep doing every now and then. Travel far. Have been traveling a lot post-marriage. Understand how to and actually build a healthy life. I've taken that seriously lately. Sell something. OMG, I've sold my books and have literally sold the idea of reading amongst a lot of non-readers. And I'm proud about it. Teach something. I've taught blogging through my publisher's teaching platform. Practice introspection and stop saying yes to bullshit. Well, this is something I'm currently trying my hands on for my own mental peace. In the reading habit section, he mentions minimize the use of mobile phone, read more and more non-fictions, finish reading one book before you pick another, read at least 2 hours every day. Fix a time bound to finish a book in maximum 10 days. Write notes about your reading for a particular book you read, the key point, conclusion, and points to remember. In the do this on regular basis section, he preaches some wonderful life lessons. Praise someone with heart. Say thank you to everyone who helps you in any way. Be a good listener. Give chance to others to speak and listen more. Always speak relevant and to the point. Make good and deep friendships. Do not expect anything from anyone. Wow! The fact that this is special is his honest efforts in making these charts and printing them off to stick it on the wall as a daily reminder. Only a person with 200% sincerity can do this. So guys, thank you for watching this video till here. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel to stay connected. Spilling milk in a new house, be it rented or self-owned, is considered auspicious. So with this spilled milk and the Ganesh Puja taught by my mother-in-law, we began with our new journey. Do comment down if you like the treasure which I found in this house. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.